Day.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get into it. And today's story starts from here. Hello, sisters. I'm a 31-year-old man unsure about what to do with the situation I've gotten myself entangled in. I recently relocated to Ghana after working in the US for 7 years and decided to stay with my parents in their home before I sorted out my own accommodation. I met a girl at an event and I liked her. I told her I was not ready for a relationship, so we should have a very easy relationship, and we agreed to have a casual friends with benefits relationship. However, she would come over to my house whenever my parents were not at home for us to hook up. I had a job that I had to leave town for 3 months to supervise a project in Kumasi. I told the lady about this, that I'll be out of town for 3 months and we should end the relationship. AJ, after 3 months, I came back to Accra, entered my home and saw that this girl was in the kitchen cooking with my mother. I couldn't believe it. I found out later that this lady has been helping my little sister with her coursework, has become friendly with my father, and has even begun considering her as his daughter. And she has basically become a permanent fixture in my parents' house. Apparently, this lady, knowing I was out of town, visited and introduced herself as my girlfriend and has wormed her way into my family's heart. She's practically my mother's PA and best friend and does everything for my mother. My lovely sisters. I confronted her and asked her why she did this, and she gleefully told me that she's 3 months pregnant and she knew it was mine. So to ensure I don't run away from responsibility, she decided to inform my entire family before letting me know. I was so shocked, and I can't believe a woman can be that manipulative. However, sisters, she's gone on to now tell my family that she's pregnant for me and my parents are giving me pressure to marry this woman. But I cannot see myself settling down with a woman that is manipulative and can do something like this. How do I deal with the situation without offending my family? Huh. There are certain people, if you meet them, they'll make your life a living hell. Now, this lady, I gotta give it to her. That was slick though.
Yeah, that was quite smart.
I don't even know how to go about it. But let me start off with you, Olivia. Who looks the most shocked out of all of this? A woman you think you have a friends with benefits relationship, a casual relationship with. You leave her for 3 months. You come back and she's now best friends with your entire family. And they think she's a woman you must marry. And they're insisting that you do. But you know that you cannot be with someone that manipulative. How does this man proceed?
Okay, first off, they started off everything on the wrong foot. Like, it was all shady. And this is exactly what you get when you ask a woman to be in a relationship with benefits. The question is, when you saw her the first time, because initially in your submission, you did say you met her at the party, you were attracted to her, she was beautiful, yada, 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 yada. Immediately the knickers came off, you got your bit of whatever. Now you're like, oh, you're going out of town, so like what were you thinking? Like, and the question is, did you explain the whole friends with benefits with this girl before, or did you tell her that now you guys are friends with benefits after you had slept with her? Like, a lot, first and foremost, like, what are you guys doing? You've missed each other the first time, you're shagging without protection. You shouldn't even be shagging.
Yeah.
Like everything. Okay, my guy, you are the problem and so is she. You've bitten more than you can chew. It's like, wish ya. Because what were you expecting? You sleep with her and you get what the TV said. Like, yo. So moving forward, right, I feel like this is super, super complicated because you want to have your cake and eat it. You want to have that whole luxury. Like, you want to have the opportunity to just walk in and out as and when you want to be in a relationship. You're not ready to settle down, so you just want to have fun. And for all you know, this girl has been looking for, like, Charlie, some guy
she can grab,
who is all settled, like Sika with
clearly,
you know, and she's made sure she's gotten herself pregnant. I don't even know whether the child is yours, because you don't even know whether she was pregnant before you slept with her. Like, it's wrong on all levels. Now, mommy likes her, daddy likes her.
Sister even likes her.
The question is, two things, right? what if the child is yours?
Hmm.
What if the child isn't yours? Until she has the baby, you will never know. Right now, mommy and daddy are worried because it's almost like you're ruining their reputation.
Yeah.
Hey, my son got somebody pregnant and he's not even married her, because it's like a big deal, because the family sounds like they're grounded. And this girl is tagging on because she finds the comfort there. She finds, oh, this is a family who appreciate me for who I am. Honestly, I can't see this marriage working, because I would have said, go back to what attracted you to her. But the motive with which you got attracted to her
is not the motive with which you can marry her.
It's not. And now she's coming across as vindictive because you also don't know her motive. Because both of you are on different wavelengths, and it's killing me inside to see a baby who didn't ask to be here in the middle of all of this. If I had my way, I would say, I can tell from here that this is a recipe for disaster. Both of you, in a way, you kind of deserve each other, because you asked that. You asked this, like you literally asked
you
this.
You brought her into your home.
Into your home on the silver platter. Like, she's a stranger. Like,
you don't know anything.
I don't want to complain about what they did, because what they did is bad. But the question is, moving on, what do they do? Because you're both wrong for each other, even though I think you're right for each other in the sense of the way you think and the way you're both not correct in a way. I'm sorry, but I need to call a spade a spade. I feel bad for the child. I don't care about, I'm sorry, I don't care about you. I don't care about the girl. I care about this baby who is being brought into this whole crazy situation. And I don't see the girl having an abortion. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't see that happening. But this is what it is. You need to step up to the plate, take responsibility. Whatever it is that you need to do, you need to do. You clearly don't want to marry her. Clearly. You cannot be forced into marrying her. But what if mommy and daddy are forcing you to marry her? What if mommy and daddy don't like that you're leaving her
at the end
pregnant? Of the day, you're actually under mommy and daddy's roof. So technically, you don't even have a job. You're not financially sound. Maybe you have some savings. But the question is, are you ready right now to take care of that baby that's coming? Why are you even having sex? Like,
we'll
why?
Come to that. But let me get the thoughts of Felicia. Observations hearing the story.
So, I don't know whether the guy thought being in a relationship with someone was like turning a switch on and off. You just turn the switch off and you assume it went off. Like, it doesn't go off like that. Yeah, the lady probably might have caught feeling. And my question here is, I'm curious. Is the lady truly pregnant? Because now saying girls the omutinam. It's difficult to score yourself a good guy from a good home. Hey, their parents. Some people are struggling with in-laws. So you have a mother-in-law or potential father-in-law accepting you into their home. I'm sure free accommodation and all that. I should probably cook up a story or something. And this guy brought this upon himself, just like Olivia said. You brought her in. And you know, when people say friends with benefit, they forget the friends bit.
Just the benefits.
You know, just the benefits. So when you turn the switch off, you forgot she is a friend. And you should have stayed in constant communication. Meaning you turn the switch off.
You're done. You've gone to Kumasi.
And you come back and you expect everything to be quiet. No way. That wasn't going to happen. So yes, you said friends with benefits. So take the friends bit. Because now you something here. That is why you called her your friend and added the benefits. So, and I believe now that the parents are involved, they should bring the parents involved in this conversation, because they've become part of the fraction. You can't take them out. You can't go and sit in the room and decide we don't want a baby or what. That is if there is a baby, or I'm not doing this again. You claim she's your mom's PA, so now your mom and everybody is involved in this situation. So if we are supposed to solve it, they all have to be included, because their interests are at stake now. You can't. There's nothing you can do about it. So I feel he should consider the friends bits and think through it. Think through why he first approached the lady, and have a conversation with her. Back to my communication bit, and involve the parents in this conversation and find a solution, because it's not going anywhere. And if there is a baby, as Olivia said, the baby didn't ask to be in this situation. So what happens to the baby?
Very interesting one. And on that note, I'll come to Sisho. Your thoughts about this story, hearing it.
First of all, I'll give props to the lady.
You gotta give it to her. Like,
you've gotta give
that's
it to her.
a mastermind. Like,
yes, she's a mastermind.
Come on.
I think a lot of us ladies do not live intentionally, and that's why a lot of ladies have had marriages or finding a suitable partner elude them for the longest time. Here's the thing. The truth is the truth. Ladies are many, guys are few, especially the eligible ones, the good ones. So here's the case. You come from abroad. You've gone to work there for a couple of years.
Why should our permanent residents be? What the people call?
She's assuming you are probably intelligent and smart. Oh, why you abroad there? Chances that you are exactly. So whether or not you have a job in Ghana, you have a home currently, you are living under your parents' roof, is besides the point. Exactly. She's probably spoken to you and realized you're a good material, marriage material. So she's played her cards well and she's gotten you in her loop. Unfortunately, that's the truth.
You got to give it to her.
I'm giving it to her once again. She's done fantastic. And another thing is, a lot of men, statistics have proven that a lot of men do not know what they actually want. Most of them just want to try, and then they go and meet one lucky girl who didn't even put in any effort, and then they end up with that one. So my thing is, it's unfortunate that has happened to him, and he feels like he's gotten the short end of the stick. But what was he expecting? You pick up a girl from a party, start communicating with her. For a woman to fall in love with someone or to even decide to have a child with someone, it's not a child's play.
Absolutely.
Nobody knows what you told her from the beginning, how you convinced her to even become friends with benefits. A lot of the times, the woman is there assuming or hoping and praying that whichever way she's beginning to feel about you, you would also start feeling that way about her eventually. So she's played her cards and she's hoping against hope. Then you come one day and say, oh, you've gotten a job in Kumasi, so you should break up. After just what? Because you're going to spend 3 months in Kumasi.
I mean, Kumasi can't ruin this.
You can't ruin this.
Don't worry, I'll maintain the relationship.
So she's thought about the thing, analyzed it from beginning to end, and told herself, nah, I can't lose out on this.
The family
and so
is there.
She's played a good girl card and she's won. Unfortunately, I'm on her side, 100%. Sorry for her, she's lost. He's lost on this one. Yeah, truth is truth.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
Tell me.
He intentionally told her that he's got a job in Kumasi.
Yeah.
Hoping that by the time he comes
It would
back,
have cooled off.
Yes.
So he was shocked to actually find that she didn't bother calling him.
No.
She didn't bother tagging onto
No.
him. But she managed to warm herself into the hearts of the family members. And now it's like super glue into me. Why?
Debbie,
And I see
what
nothing
cheer,
wrong with her.
what Tali?
Nothing wrong with what she's done. She's just played. How is that manipulative?
Yes.
Look, a lot of women are manipulative.
And
Yeah.
he manipulated her.
And he manipulated
He
her
did.
as well. So how
He
are you now
took
calling
all
it-
the honey without giving her the benefits.
Exactly. So how are you now calling her manipulative and
Okay.
all those words? Because what she didn't give you what you wanted.
Situ sway me. Situ sway
I
me.
can tell. On the contrary, you see, we are arguing back and forth
Yeah.
about what the guy did, what the girl did. My thing is, this baby coming into the picture, what kind of home is this baby going to have?
Yeah.
Is there a
As-
baby?
We don't
That-
know if there's a baby, but in the
Let's just
event
assume
that,
what she's
because
saying is true.
technically they were friends.
Yeah. And
Right.
3 months is a good time for her to have taken a seat. I mean,
Thank you.
they last had a sexual encounter 3 months prior.
Thank
But let
you.
me bring in the family angle to this.
Mhm.
A family that the man has not formally introduced a woman to you. A woman out of the blue now walks into the home and says, I'm Esimesi's girlfriend. I'm pregnant for him, or possibly. And yet they take her based on how sweet she is, a good girl card, cooking, cleaning, helping out with the father, helping out with the mother, helping out with her sister, have now taken a complete stranger relatively into their home without really asking their son if
They know
truly
this
this is
fellow.
you know this woman based on what she said, and then you just take it for face value because again he's been out of town for so long, so you can probably assume that he can do this. Is it not an indictment on the side of his family to have accepted this woman?
Check this out. Check this out.
Bear in mind.
Okay, let me start with Olivia, then I'll come to you. Olivia.
Check this out. The first night
Mhm.
he had an encounter with her, where did he take her?
To
Home.
their home, yeah.
Exactly.
So once she was home, she got home, she was like, hey,
I'm
This
saying
is
my
a nice
ye.
one.
Like I've
This
got
place
it
is like
all
life
good.
mates. It's very nice.
Yes, and not to forget that this guy was sweet to her.
Mm.
He was sweet talking her. I'll probably buy you the moon, the stars, and da. He was nice to her until he got what he wanted.
Mm.
And then he probably was like, okay, I'll try once, twice, 3 times. And after a while, it was like, you know what, let's just be friends with benefit. Now, while he was busy thinking and acting like this, she was also, maybe she'll come on Monday, she'll come on Tuesday. When she comes, oh, daddy, hello, how was
anything
work?
you
Oh,
need.
mommy, how are
Yeah.
you? Oh, and the sisters, you need the sisters on your
Yes.
side and the siblings on your side. So Honey Bunny got her A game on so that when the guy
In the absence
traveled,
of the guy,
in the absence of the guy traveling, she coming into the house, she wasn't a stranger
Yeah.
because her footing was properly grounded.
So she was probably doing it before
Yeah.
he
Before
left.
he left.
That's true. That would make sense.
Exactly. So now she's welcome. She's not a stranger because I'm sure daddy asked him, hey, now where? Oh, she's just my friend. Oh, she's just my friend. Mommy and daddy probably don't know that they were intimate like that.
Yeah.
So he's presented the whole friendship, card to them, and she's hopping onto the friendship card and it's working. So back to what I was saying, however we want to look at it, she's got her A game on and he thinks he's got his A game on until now.
He got played.
He got played. My question is, what decision do they need to make moving forward in the event that there is a baby? Because trust me, once that guy opened his mouth to say, let's be friends with benefits, she decided to hook him like when she was ovulating.
I'm getting
to make
down.
sure that she was going to get pregnant because she didn't want to let it go. But the question is, this baby. You see, I don't want a child coming into the home whereby the child is not wanted because the man, he's not going to change. As far as he's concerned, I don't love you. It was just one night stand and you manipulated yourself into my life. So he's gone out there doing whatever he wants to do. The question is, does this girl have the emotional strength? She would have the backing of parents whatsoever. But are you going to be in a marriage whereby
the man
5 years, the man will never touch you? He doesn't want to be with you. Yes, he's going to be forced into marrying you, but what kind of future is that? Money is not always everything. You should ask tons of women out there who are rich, who have money from their husbands, but women, there's some basic things we need to be okay. Love, care, affection, somebody who appreciates us and loves us for who we are. The money is a top one. Yes, we love money. We love to be well maintained, but that is priceless. You can't force anybody to love you. So the question is, what is marry somebody who just doesn't love for you? Is that what you want?
Now let me come to Sijo. Parents, were they wrong?
No, because just like she said, and that was a point I was going to make initially, she did not just come there one day to meet the parents. I'm sure the entire time she was coming in for the friends with benefits. She was meeting these
Cementing
people.
itself.
She was meeting these people and creating a rapport with them one way or the other. I'm sure she started helping with the homework and all that long before the guy traveled. So all these things have already, the ground rules were already set before the guy even traveled. Now, secondly, unfortunately, if he now comes in, now, my question is, you're willing to have someone as friends with benefits, but you now say you don't love them. Where's the balance? When men do that, what exactly does it mean? That the person is good enough to
grace your bed.
Exactly. But they are not good enough for your life. What does that mean? I think moving forward, they should check if indeed this girl is pregnant for real. If she is pregnant and he truly, truly does not love, he should paint the picture of what the future is going to look like to her. If she still wants to go ahead, she would then probably have to have the baby. And because, of course, if you are pregnant for someone, doesn't mean you necessarily have to be married to them. And then they figure themselves out. The parents are not wrong in any way. I mean, if a woman comes into your home and she's playing all the cards right, acting like a perfect marriage material, who wouldn't want a perfect marriage material for their son? So they just did what any good parents would do. Unfortunately for the girl, like she said, she would have to face the duns or sleep in the bed that she's made for herself and figure out how the future is going to look. But I think the guy should give it a chance. Especially that you've told someone you want them to be friends with benefits. What now changes if she's pregnant? He should actually
reassess the whole situation.
Okay.
Does he really not want this girl at all?
I think
Or
he
is it because
doesn't.
he's offended that he feels she's manipulated
Yeah,
him?
he feels played, and men don't like to feel
Men
played.
don't like to feel played. But
Yeah.
we're also trying to play.
Well.
So he should actually now be introspective and ask himself some questions. Because for all you know, he actually likes her. Just that he wishes he had made the attempt and not the lady.
Ah. Final words on the topic, Felicia.
So as we're talking about the lady bit, and Olivia made a point about the baby, I've also started thinking about the lady,
Yeah.
the well-being of the lady.
Yeah.
Would I want to give birth to a child that
The
the
man
father
doesn't want?
dislikes?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think we should start looking at her options, because yes, she found a good home. Every woman wants a good man. The man should give it a try. What if he can't do it? I think they should have a conversation once again, and the lady should look at her options. 3 months is not old enough. That's if she's pregnant. She should look at seeking medical advice, psychological advice, and all that. And once again, bring in the parents to have this conversation. Because men who respect their parents tend to listen to them.
Right.
So if he truly respects his parents, when he's coming back home to stay with them, that's a clear indication that this guy is grounded and he respects his parents, his family, and all that. He will listen to them. But I think the lady, I'm now thinking about the lady too. Yes, you've done all this. You're excited, but think about yourself, because taking care of children is not that easy. Are you going to bring this child into an unwanted home and all that? Like, she should also consider her options. But the advice the guy who has come to us is, my guy, you brought this upon yourself. You manipulated someone, and you've been manipulated, and you feel that, hey, it's a big deal. Oga, it's not a big deal.
Hey.
You
Wow.
started this game, and you have to play it.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Don't go telling the girl to have an abortion.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Mommy and daddy know. Even if they didn't know, you have no right to ask her to have an abortion. You should wear a condom next time and be more responsible. And this is what responsibility looks like.
Exactly.
It's staring you right in the face. You're the one who called in, and I'm going to be blunt, honest with you. She was good enough for you to drop her knickers.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow, find it in your heart, some way, somehow, to make it work.
Yeah.
Just because of the child.
Okay.
And you will never, you'd never know whether you have it in you to actually love her. You were intimate with her, for crying out loud. How bad could it have been?
Yeah, well, okay. So looking into the future, quickly, yes or no, do you think they can work, Felicia?
It can work, honestly. If
So
they've been
that's a
friends
yes.
with benefits before, yes.
That's a yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Olivia?
They're one and alike. They're the same.
Okay, so
Both
that's a
of
yes.
them, they're perfect for each other. They just need to be more responsible and more, they need to start from basics. They
Yeah.
both need counseling if
Yeah.
they're ready
Yeah.
and willing to make it work.
Yeah.
Not, they don't want to make it work because mommy and daddy said, but this guy needs to get it into his head that he's brought it upon himself. If she's presentable enough to want, he can start something, but they both need counseling to start things off from scratch and to make it work because of the child. It's
Okay.
impossible not to love somebody.
Okay, all right. Finally, teacher.
From personal experience, look, you can love anyone, but to get intimate with someone, you must like them to a certain extent.
Sure.
And if that wasn't there, they wouldn't have gotten intimate in the first place. So it is possible to make it work.
Okay.
If he keeps an open mind.
All right. Well, I hope you got the answer that maybe the answer that may help you.
Yes.
But we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're going into another one. Felicia sort of gave a bit of it about mother-in-laws. Yeah, we'll talk about mother-in-law drama right after this.